Welcome back to Yoga with Krysta. My name is Krysta French, and today I'll be your yoga teacher. Today's practice is a yoga class for stress relief. This is a wonderful practice to do if you're feeling overwhelmed, maybe have anxiety, or just need a break from the everyday stressors of life. So we'll get started sitting back on our heels with the hands resting on top of the thighs. I'm just taking a moment to settle in, allowing the shoulders to soften. And then when you're ready, find your way down into child's pose with the hands down by your ankles so the forehead can rest on the ground. Take a few really deep, full breaths here. So just meeting yourself where you are. So feeling that contraction of the body. So oftentimes when we feel overwhelmed, we want to curl up into a ball. Just forget about the world. So just take a moment to do that. So let yourself be still here, be heavy, noticing any emotions that come up. And then when you're ready, the arms can stretch forward, lengthening out your child's pose. Taking a nice deep breath, feeling the belly move on top of the thighs, and then walk your hands over toward the right side. So feeling a nice long stretch all the way from the left fingers down through the hip. Walk it back to center and then over to the left side. So feeling that stretch across the right side of the body. Nice and long. Come back through center. Let your forehead come down. And then when you're ready, start to shift forward. Come onto your hands and knees and start to move through your cat and cow poses. So gradually letting your body become a little bit more open, inhaling the belly falls, and exhaling, rounding through the spine. So feel free to incorporate other kinds of movements as well here. So you might look over your shoulder. The shoulder and hip can come a little bit closer. You can roll your neck around if that feels good. Maybe roll the wrists or the ankles. So there's never any wrong way to move here. When you feel ready, toes tuck under, press back for downward facing dog. And start to move around the feet, bicycling the legs, shaking the head out, yes and no, opening and closing your jaw. Nice, full, steady breath. And just lengthening through the hamstrings. Eventually walk your hands all the way back toward the feet, finding a ragdoll. So soften your knees, take opposite elbows. The head stays super heavy here. You can sway a little bit side to side. Release what you have, find a flat back, hands at the shins, and then exhale, fold. As you fold, sweep the hands over the low back, interlace your fingers, and let your hands drape away from the back. So finding a nice stretch in the shoulders. Release your hands and then walk your hands all the way back out. Find your downward facing dog. So pressing the chest back toward the thighs. Eventually shift forward to plank. Lower the knees. Come down through chaturanga all the way to the belly. And then inhale baby cobra. Lift your heart. Open your chest. Exhale to downward facing dog. So steady breath, calm mind. From here, step the feet forward, find your flat back. Exhale to fold in half, let it go. Inhale, arms sweep out to the side, palms press up overhead, and then lower the hands at the heart and down to the sides. Inhale, stretch high, lean back. Exhale, folding the body. Inhale to your flat back. And hands down, right foot steps back, drop the knee, untuck the toes, arms sweep up. So really expanding the body here, noticing how big you can get. Lower your hands down, slide your hips back just to lengthen that left leg. Reach your chin down over toward the shin, and you can flex your foot to feel that stretch through the hamstrings, or point your toes down to feel this more in the front part of your shin. So whichever version of that feels better for you. Either way, we're not sitting completely back on the heel. From here, step forward, find your flat back, and then exhale to fold. Inhale, arms reach high, palms press. Hands come down through the heart and down to the sides. Inhale, sweep up and back. Exhale, fold in half. Inhale to your flat back, lengthen, and then step the left foot back, drop the knee. Arms sweep all the way up and back. So nice, big, heart-opening posture here. Again, expanding the body. And then lower your hands, slide the hips back, half splits, Ardha Hanumanasana. So again, we're reaching the chin down over toward the shin, flexing or pointing the toes. You choose. Steady breath. And then again, shifting forward, step the left foot forward, find your flat back. Exhale to fold. Inhale, arms reach high, press the palms. Hands come down all the way to the sides. Inhale, reach up, palms press. Exhale, swan dive over, fold in half. Inhale, flat back. And lower your hands, step or float back to chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing or cobra. Downward facing dog as you exhale. So steady breath, calm mind. Notice where your thoughts are. See if you can bring them back to the present moment. Inhale, reach your right leg high, and then step it up, and then start to lower the knee and shin down, finding pigeon pose. So getting into the hip, getting into the IT band. Inhale, open your chest, and then exhale, come on down for your sleeping pigeon. So if you'd like props here, you can always support your hip, you can support your head, do whatever feels good. And notice in this pigeon pose where you're holding on to tension. So oftentimes we hold it in our hips and our jaw, sometimes the neck and shoulders. So just notice where that is. See if you can send a little bit more softness into those areas. Lengthening out the breath as you deepen the pose. And then when you're ready, coming back up, opening through your heart, lifting the chest, and then spinning that left leg around, finding a seated twist. So left knee is up, right arm reaches high as we just twist to the left side. And then inhale, grow tall as you lengthen. Exhale, deepen the posture as you twist. So looking back over the left shoulder, or maybe just choosing to close your eyes here. And then slowly bringing the head back to center, untwisting, coming over to the right side, taking a little counter twist. Come back up, spin the left leg all the way behind you, coming back to that half pigeon, and then moving right into three-legged dog as we tuck the left toes, sweep the right leg high, and then switching. So left leg lifts, and then come right down into our half pigeon on the left side. Again, arranging yourself with props, maybe a blanket or a block, opening your chest, and when you're ready, lowering down into your sleeping pigeon. Notice here if you can soften through your shoulders, maybe your jaw, maybe the brow line. See if you can even your hips out just a little bit more without forcing them, just encouraging some movement. And taking another breath here, eventually coming back up, lifting through your heart, and then weight comes onto the left hip as we spin the right leg around. Inhale, left arm high, right hand's behind you, twist over to the right side. Lengthen as you inhale, and then exhale, deepen the posture as you begin to twist a little bit deeper. Relax through the shoulders. Reach up through the crown of your head. And then slowly let your head come back to center, untwist, take your counter stretch all the way to the left side. From here, come back up, right leg sweeps around behind you for your half pigeon. Hands come down to frame the knee, right toe stuck under, left leg lifts up and back, stretch it out, come back to your down dog. Nice big cleansing breath. 2 more big inhale, big exhale, last one on your own, and then as you're ready, there's no rush, come down into child's pose, Balasana. And then slowly we're pressing back up. And we're coming onto the knees and the shins. We're going to tuck the toes here. So this is a pretty intense stretch. So we're tucking the toes and then resting the glutes on top of the heels. So this is definitely a very big stretch in the feet. So take it one breath at a time. If you need to come out of it, you can simply press your hips forward to take the pressure off of the heels and the feet. So hands are coming together in front of your heart. Take a few big breaths. Again, I know this is intense. Breathe through it. And then when you're ready, untuck the toes, walk your hands out in front of you, and then pat the tops of the feet down onto the ground. So just tapping them out. And then from here, come into a few rounds of cat-cow, and then just slide the feet around. Come down onto your sits bones, legs lengthen out. The right leg extends, left foot comes in, Janu Shirshasana. Fold over that right leg. So as you fold, we're reaching the chin down toward the shin, lengthening out across the hamstrings. Maybe you're taking a bind with the hands around the feet, maybe not. Either way, just allowing your body to contract here. Come back to your breath. Slowly lift back up, arms stretch high. Release your hands. Left leg extends, right foot comes in. Janu Shirshasana on the left side. Fold over. And if you need to take a little bend in that left knee, that's always a great idea. Keep reaching your heart forward, finding length, creating space. So not only can we create space in our bodies, where can you create it in your mind? In order to create space, we have to let go of some things. So what are you able to release? What are you able to let go of? Inhale, the arms stretch high. Release your hands, stretch out both legs. You can give them a little shake. And then from here, lower slowly down onto your back. Give the knees a nice big hug. Squeeze it out, and then find a happy baby. So hands come around your feet. Drop your knees nice and wide, opening through the hips. Rock side to side. Give them a nice big hug again. And then pressing your forehead or chin into the knees, and then slowly lowering down. So extending both legs, extending the arms out to the sides, letting your body get heavy. So finding our way down into Shavasana. And as you find Shavasana here, see if you can have a subtle tuck of the shoulder blades under the body to facilitate more of an opening through the chest. Closing your eyes. Simply breathe. So today's quote comes from Osho. Experience life in all possible ways. Good, bad, bitter, sweet, dark, light, summer, winter. Experience all the dualities. Don't be afraid of experience, because the more experience you have, the more mature you become. Slowly start to wake up. You can wiggle the fingers and the toes, eventually stretching out and rolling to the right side. And pressing all the way up, finding a comfortable seat. Inhale, arms stretch nice and high. Press the palms. And then exhale, the hands come down at the heart. Inhale again, arms reach high, palms press. Exhale, hands together. One more time. Inhale, arms reach nice and high. Exhale, lower them down at the heart. Take a moment just to thank yourself for choosing to practice, for choosing to take this time for yourself to reset. Thank you all so much for sharing your own practice with me today. The light in me bows to the light in you. Namaste. If you enjoyed this yoga video, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to this channel so you'll never miss a free yoga class. It's a great way to support free yoga on the internet. For more resources, please check out KrystaFrench.com. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you on the mat soon.